Hey, this is Mike Koenigs, and I wanted to tell you about something that I'm really proud and excited about. It is a special event that is taking place on October 14th, 15th, and 16th here in San Diego. It's called 21st Century Marketing. Now, there's a couple things about it that make it absolutely fantastic. It's an event that I put on. This is the third year. I put it on with my very good friend and business partner in another world. This is Arielle Ford, who is Deepak Chopra's publicist for over 12 years. Been working with him for over 15 years. And what we do is we bring together some remarkable people to talk about being an author, getting publicity, promotion, marketing books online, and positioning yourself as an expert and authority. Now, in the past, we've had unbelievable people like Carmine Gallo, who wrote The Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. Harvey Mackay came and spoke last year. This year, I have a very special guest, someone I'm really excited to have. Her name is Nancy Duarte. She is the author of the book Resonate. She is the woman who helped construct and create the formula for the TED Talk. Okay, she is also an amazing designer, and she was behind architecting the movie An Inconvenient Truth with Al Gore. The bottom line is she is a storyteller. She knows the formula on how stories are best told, both visually and with words. And I'm not only just a giant fan of hers and her work, I'm obviously a big follower of TED too. Now, the other special guest that I have coming in is one of the chief editors for Rolling Stone magazine. His name is Neil Strauss. He's written 7 New York Times best-selling books, including Emergency. He also wrote a book called The Game and a series of other amazing books as well. Here's what I like about Neil. Now, some of his content is controversial, but what Neil is great about is he is a guy who absolutely will not compromise his relationship with his reader. He doesn't consider himself a marketer, actually doesn't like marketing, but he's got a really unique angle and spin on gaining publicity, gaining access, getting attention. And as a writer for Rolling Stone magazine, he is one of the few true journalists I've ever met in my life. As we know, journalism by and large and on the whole is basically dead. I think it's turned into a giant rotten business personally. Proof of that is if you watch CNN or Fox News or any other of the news channels, it just doesn't exist anymore. But I digress. Now, here's the deal. There's a couple ways to get to the event. And in a moment, I'm going to tack on a video that I did with my good friend Arielle Ford so you can meet her, and we're going to talk about some of the specific things that are taking place and what you can expect at the event. But there's 2 ways to get in. One of which is you can go over to 21stcenturybookmarketing.com. I'll put a bottom third on the screen right now and make sure there's a link in this video. But 21st Century Book Marketing, you can go there and just get a ticket to the event. And it's very affordable. It's under $500 to attend for all 3 days. And I almost forgot, one other very special guest I have coming in is my good friend Bo Eason, former NFL football player who's a playwright and a performer, and he's going to talk about storytelling as well. Another very valuable skill set. But getting back to how to get tickets, 21stcenturybookmarketing.com is one place. The other place you can go to is over to everythingyoushouldknow.com. With the premium package, you'll also get tickets to the live event. Now, why would you want to do one over the other? Well, 21st Century, you just get the actual ticket to the event, and that'll get you in. If you go to everythingyoushouldknow.com, not only will you get the ticket to the live event, but you will also get access to one of my premier information products. It's in its 3rd generation, completely rewritten from scratch. It's called Everything You Should Know About Publicity, Publishing, Promotion, and Building a Platform. Why do you care about this? Well, here's the deal. The best and fastest and most powerful way to position yourself as an expert and authority, to get attention, to get media, to get the attention recognition that you need in order to escalate your value as a person, as a business person, or whatever, is to write a book. Now, what's a lot of people don't know is in this day and age, it is very difficult to get published by a traditional publisher. It's almost impossible to get an advance, or what's known as a royalty advance, anymore. And a lot of authors don't understand not only that, but they don't understand how to transfer or translate their book into actually making money. That's what this course is all about. It's all about getting publicity, getting promotion, positioning yourself, and also where the money gets made, doing speaking, creating information products, or whatever it is. and this is one of the most powerful products I've ever made, and I've done it with my good friend Arielle Ford, who I mentioned earlier, who you'll meet again in a moment, who is not only a remarkable person, she's the godmother of my son. We're best of friends in addition to being business partners. She really is a genius in this business, and she's added incredible value to my life, and I know she will with you as well. But the course is made up of videos, audios, PDFs, samples, a complete workshop of resources and tools. And if you've ever considered writing a book, or you have written a book and you want to know how to expand the reach of that, Everything You Should Know is for you. It's available. Again, you can check out everythingyoushouldknow.com. I'm going to include a discount coupon with this email so you can get a discount, and that way that provides a special incentive. And just know that the room block for our hotel is running out this weekend, so you're really going to want to gas it and go. And I'm also limiting the availability of this coupon. It's only good for 1 week from the time you receive this, so you're going to want to act fast to take advantage of the discount, get the tickets, and get the information product as well. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cut to my interview with Arielle Ford. You'll learn more about everything that takes place at everythingyoushouldknow.com, and I'll make sure that links are available on this page so you can either get the ticket at 21st Century Book Marketing or get the ticket and the product at everythingyoushouldknow.com. So thanks a ton for watching. I can't wait to see you at the live event. Bye now. Hey, welcome to 21st Century Book Marketing. I'm Mike Koenigs.
And I'm Arielle Ford.
All right, and we put together a slide presentation for you to talk to you about a remarkable event. This is the third one we put on so far, and basically it's all about once you've written and published a book, or you're thinking about writing and publishing a book, now what's going to happen?
How do you get it out there?
All right, so we'll talk about what it is, who it's for, what is included, who the speakers are, what the topics are, but let's begin with the what and the when.
Well, it's October 14th, 15th, and 16th at the Marriott Marquis and Marina here in San Diego. Beautiful,
It's my favorite hotel to do events here in town. It's right next to Gaslamp District, so this is
in the heart of everything.
And October is, in my opinion, the most beautiful month in San Diego.
Right, and the first 2 years sold out before the event opened.
Very, very important. That is one thing, is when it's sold out, it's sold out. Okay, yep. And the kind of people that are going to be there are remarkable, but we'll continue with the accommodations. So,
sure.
You know, first of all, we've negotiated a great room block.
Yeah, $189 a night, incredible rate.
Yep.
And that's good until September 10th.
Okay.
So you need to book by then.
And remember, we always sell out, and we do have a promotion going on right now, so it is going to sell out. Let's talk about our keynote speakers.
Yep, we've got John Assaraf, who's the best-selling author of Having It All. We've got Wendy Walker, who was the executive producer of Larry King Live for 25 years.
And Nancy Duarte.
Your friend Nancy.
Yeah, and she is the gal who wrote that book, Resonate, which is one of my all-time favorite books, and she is credited and responsible for designing the 18-minute speech that they do at the TED conference.
Wow, I didn't know that.
She consulted with our former vice president, Al Gore, on his movie project, which was basically a keynote presentation that became a movie, which is An Inconvenient Truth.
Right.
But it's her company that put that together.
I didn't realize that.
She is, I think she is a true, she's just remarkable. I've been following all of her work, and I was fortunate enough to meet her through a very close mutual friend who introduced us, put this whole thing together, and I'm really, really excited to have her here. And let's talk a little bit about John.
So John, most people know him from the movie The Secret, and he's going to be talking about mastering the inner game of success on your way to becoming a best-selling author. He'll also talk about how to achieve success with less effort and less stress, and he's going to talk about how the law of attraction helped get him onto Oprah and hit the New York Times bestseller list. So it's going to be a really fascinating keynote. Yep,
and I have to say he's in my personal mastermind here, along with some other superstars here in San Diego. So John's become a really close friend. Very impressed with him. Maria and he are big sponsors of my wife's foundation, just like my child. And so he's just a great guy. It's going to be great to have him there. And of course, back to Nancy. So 20 years of experience with visual communications. owns one of the largest women-owned businesses in Silicon Valley, which is super cool, and she cracked the code on why some presentations are riveting and others are unbearable, including she deconstructed the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King, which is in her book Resonate. And when you just see how she's analyzed story and looks at things and how she's broken it down, and you know, I say this now, that there's no problem that can't be solved with, or every problem can be solved with a story. Yeah. And Nancy has really unlocked the code.
I'm super excited to hear her talk.
Yeah, you'll
love
her.
And then, you know, Wendy, I said, was the executive producer of Larry King Live, and she's been bringing the biggest news and stories to CNN for years and years. So she's going to give a killer talk on really what do you need to do to get the attention of a major TV news producer.
She knows what it takes because she was the one making the decisions and is making the decisions. So, you know, why not learn what the gatekeepers need you to know, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Some of the other speakers that we have are Joel Roberts, Brendan Burchard. We've got Peggy McCall.
Right.
Of course,
Pam Hendrickson, Paul Culligan, Brett Ridgway, Haley. So it's going to be a really killer lineup.
Yeah, it's really fun, and that's something that, you know, in the past, every time we do the event, we send out evaluation forms. We consistently get people on a scale of 1 to 10. We get 11s, 12s, and 100s. Okay, so and then another important thing about the way we do our panels. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of different panels here. We have hot seats. We've got the publishing panel. We've got webinar panel, PR panel, and
high-tech marketing,
right,
and social media.
Now here's what I love about them, and I'll let you add your 2 cents, is they're all short, okay?
Well, they're 1-hour panels.
Okay, the panels are, but they feel really short because there's so much movement and interaction, and even the speaking and the speeches that we have. This isn't your usual just stacked on 75, 90-minute presentations. Everything is short and to the point, so you're not going to get bored and feel uncomfortable because we keep things moving. But there I go. I always hog up all the space. What do you love about the panels?
Well, I love the panels because you get so many different points of view, because when we first came up with the idea for this, what we wanted to do is to be able to offer authors the latest cutting-edge information that they can't get anywhere else. There's not a magazine or a trade publication they can read. I wanted to hear from the people who are in the trenches every day sharing this information, and that's why the event keeps selling out, because we bring the best of the best in.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about some of the people that we have on the panels here, because you've pulled out all the stops and really tapped your network to pull this, make this happen.
I know. Well, we've got, top people from Penguin Putnam, Simon & Schuster, HarperCollins. I'm really excited about a new panel this year on using teleseminars and teleclasses for authors to build their platforms, build their lists, and to market their books. And we also have a new panel this year for writers. So we've got Linda Sievertson, who's going to be talking about writing book proposals, and Davina Infusino, who was a journalist for many years, talking about the importance of words in press releases, and another young woman who's going to be talking about words in copywriting for online purposes. So we've got all new stuff that we've never presented before that is really essential marketing information for authors.
Yeah, it is a great time, and also the networking. Talk a little bit about the networking.
Yeah, the one thing I think authors don't realize is that the person who's going to help them the most is another author in their genre. So people who come to the event will be given coded badges. So if you're a self-help nonfiction writer in the health genre, and yours is yellow coded, everybody else you see with a yellow badge is also writing about nonfiction, self-help, and health. So you can easily connect with these people and start cross-promoting with them.
Yeah, and that we talked about that earlier, co-opetition. Right? And that's such a valuable concept to learn.
Right.
So I don't know if there's anything else that we have to cover here. Is that about it, other than...
Except we have a special price.
Well, here's what it is. First of all, if you're not on the website, you want to head on over to 21st Century Book Marketing. Ticket prices right now are $497. You can bring a friend for only $100 more. The prices increase soon. So, and we always sell out. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a bargain. We kept the prices low, so we, first of all, we attract great people. That's one thing that I like to say is we always pass the crazy eyes test. You know, we don't have a bunch of nuts in the room. I mean, these are great, really nice people that we have folks who make friends for life at our events. And they're constantly saying this isn't like all the other events.
Right,
you know?
because it's not an ongoing pitch fest where you pay a lot of money to get in and they sell you all day long. You know, we're actually there, and our joint goal was always to deliver lots and lots of key quality content, which we deliver on.
Yep, every time. So I think that, you know, from here it's easy. All you got to do is visit 21stcenturybookmarketing.com, sign up for the ticket. Make sure you head over there as quickly as possible because we always sell out. The room will be packed. And there's other ways that we allow folks to network too. We've got bulletin boards. We do have exhibitors there. We always bring some really high quality fun people too.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Okay, so I think what we'll do now is just take action, of course, invest in the course, and what we're going to do is we're going to advance now to a little special reel where people can see some highlights from some of the other previous events.
Okay, let's see it.
So why don't we let you go other than click the button below, take action, and we'll let this extra bonus video run in the background.
See you in October.
Bye-bye.